Hello there. Welcome to the Sunday show on NTA Channel 10 Lagos Station for Excellence. Whereas would you rather be actually on a Sunday afternoon? This Sunday, interestingly, is warm, not too hot. Okay, but it's warm, and then it's also a very beautiful Sunday. A lot of things are going on because Christians are fasting, Muslims are fasting. So a lot of things are being done to let people understand the essence of fasting. Fasting is not just denying yourself of food. You might as well go ahead and eat if you're not going to draw any spirituality from your fasting. There is no meaning. All right. So attach meaning to your fasting, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim. So today we'll be looking at the essence. And then, the relationships between the faiths. All right. Because each of these faiths has fasting as a core pillar, as one of those things you must do regularly. So we want to find out relationships. Yes, differences are there, but the differences are just in practice, isn't it? But they're almost the same. So my guests will look at that and then how that affects your relationship in the outer society. Not just within the religious milieu, but where you live, the society you inhabit, your community, and of course the nation at large. So we want to see how this period affects our development as a people, whether as individuals, as members of a community, or members of the Nigerian state. All right. And then aside that, there are quite a few other things we'll be bringing to you that will occupy your Sunday. But the most important thing is, do you know where your family is? So bring them together and let's enjoy today. Let's have fun. Fun with sense, isn't it? Okay, my name is Chris Akwarando, welcoming you to today's edition of the Sunday Show on NJ Channel 10 Lagos Station for Excellence. Like I always say, what else would you rather be? All right, I'll be right back. Don't go away now.
If I have abandoned his way, oh Allah, now my time has come. Deep in my heart I feel a change has begun. Deep in my soul I feel the warmth of the sun, burning bright with Iman on the road to Ihsan. All my obstacles I will overcome. Peace be upon Rasulullah, peace be upon Habibullah, peace be upon Muhammad, peace be upon Shafi'ullah, peace be upon Khair Khalqillah, peace be upon Muhammad. Last without his sunnah we disgraced. People rushing in order to embrace the rahmah that Allah sends down to this place, to the city of Medina. Every language and color you can see, there is unrivaled hospitality, and dates that's as sweet as the smile of a child. Oh, I feel so unworthy. Peace be upon Rasulullah, peace be upon Habibullah, peace be upon Muhammad, peace be upon Shafi'ullah, peace be upon Khair Khalqillah, peace be upon Muhammad. Last oh, how my mind races back in time to the day in Medina he arrived, and the people came running happily outside to welcome the messenger. For his call was to worship the one, their hearts united with the beating of the drum, and the children were singing praises to him. I wish I could have been there with them. Peace be upon Rasulullah, peace be upon Habibullah, peace be upon Muhammad, peace be fi Allah. Peace be upon Khair Khalqillah. Peace be upon Muhammad. Last Nabi. Standing before him, I realize that I have strayed. Oh Allah, give me the strength to mend my ways. With tears in my eyes, I sincerely pray. Deep in my heart, I feel a change has begun. Deep in my soul, I feel the warmth of the sun. Burning bright with Iman on the road to Ihsan. All my obstacles I will overcome. Peace be upon Rasulullah. Peace be upon Habiballah. Peace be upon Muhammad. Peace be.
His Eminence,
His Eminence, that's a Christian now.
well, you're still watching the Sunday show on NTA Channel 10 Lagos. His Eminence, J.A. Ojaoba, African United Church, just has his doctoral degree, and then he was also promoted as the head of Universal Communion of African Church. He became the president. So let's find out. It was an interesting ceremony with a lot of attendees, and then quite significant. So let's find out what happened.
Joy as His Eminence J.A. Ojaoba JP was enthroned as the Primate, United African Methodist Church, and President, the Universal Communion of African Church, while also having a Thanksgiving service to celebrate his doctorate degree. The event featured the signing of relevant documents. While attendees gave their goodwill messages.
Bishop Ojaoba came all the way from Lagos to come and see me, to come and pray for me. I think we even played the table tennis that day.
The flag was presented by the brigade of the church.
In the name of God the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Prayers were offered for the new primate, and instrument was also presented to him.
Mercy, Lord, thy servants, posted by our primate, good shepherd, thy Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. In the name of God the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
While speaking to our correspondent, attendees had this to say.
Today we are having a special service of Thanksgiving in honor as the primate of the church. And I'm so grateful to God for the grace God has given unto me to see this day and to celebrate this wonderful occasion. Because being the primate of the church, it takes the grace of God. And I really want to thank God because He has been there for me.
I have known the primates for almost 30 years. Even as a priest, when he served in my local church. So I've known him for a long time. He has always been a dedicated, hardworking, and spirit-led priest.
Foundation of the church in 1917. This is the first time we are having primate of the organization. Though it has been appointed 2018. But he's having his Thanksgiving today, and thus that makes it a historic one.
We wish the new primate success in the discharge of his duties. Amen.
The Sunday Show on NTA Channel 10.
Well, that was His Eminence J.A. Ojaoba, been enthroned as the Primate of United African Methodist Church, and of course their president worldwide. Now, to recycle plastics, the Secretary to Lagos State Government, Barrister Bimbola Hundeyin, hosted climate change, Sustainable Development Goals Roundtable on what to do to plastics. Now, of course, they're becoming an epidemic. So let's find out what she told them and what she got in response.
In a bid to entrench sustainable development goals on climate change and environmental protection, the Secretary to the Lagos State Government, Barrister Abimbola Salu Undeyin, on behalf of the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, received the team of Ohando Clean Energy, led by the President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Ademola Ogunbanjo, and also the leadership team of Polymateria on ways to produce biodegradable one-time use plastics in Nigeria, with a pilot starting in Lagos State. A presentation was made to that effect, which promised a 24-month biodegradable materials of plastics and liners.
As it ends up where there is heat, humidity, some moisture from rain or any other thing, it will fully biodegrade in a maximum of 24 months. It will disappear. It will become food to microbes, and it will revegetate. So it's that it does not leave any microplastic behind. Now, in banning single-use plastics, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria.
It was followed by questions from representatives of relevant Lagos State agencies.
My own basic question is, have we done any check on of materials so we can align their being used in a lot of food and related items, and then
which was also followed by the presentation of the symbolic Eyo.
Carrying this code and effect because the Office of the SLG rights has the engine of government. So our whole area does not fit for the right.
While speaking to our correspondents, these reactions followed.
The importance of this council call is for us to look at ways of working with the private sector in the area of eco-economy. As you heard earlier on, they're looking into biodegradable products because you know that Lagos State was the only and the first state to ban single-use plastics. And we do know that that could cause a lot of hardship. So we're looking at better, healthier alternatives for our people.
I mean, look, it's always a delight to see situations where private sector strategies align with the public sector. We have seen this multiple times with Lagos State. First, in being the first state to deploy electric vehicles for mass transportation. We did that with Lamata. And now what we're looking to do is to help solve the nuisance of the single-use plastics. Yes, Lagos State is banned.
The Sunday Show on NTA Channel 10.
Now welcome back. The Sunday Show crew visited the special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Religious Affairs, Islam, Alhaji Jabe Ahmad Abdullahi. And of course, it was an interesting interaction concerning the present fasting period, all right? So let's find out what happened.
Lagos, you know, Lagos State is a state that is different from any other state in Nigeria. You see, when you see anything in Lagos, other state copies. I recall very well, year 2000, year 2001, the president then, Baba Olusegun Obasanjo, you know, they constitute the committee. They call that committee. Initially, it was a small committee, but they now take it to the National Assembly for a proper commissioning. So the committee, they call it National Interreligious Council. There's an act of government that make it to come to place. National Interreligious Council is about interreligious, like Muslim and Christian. They were together. So interreligious, you know, involve Christianity and Muslim. So it works in harmony, you know, they keep, you know, cohabiting together. how we cohabit within ourselves. Now, then, you know, it was in the national level, at the national level. They now said that all states should, you know, form national inter-religious council at their various state level. Lagos State did, and other states did. But today, I can tell you categorically, it's only Lagos that inter-religious council is still functioning. Okay. So subsequent government now says, okay, we now extend it down to the local government level. Whereas, in each local government, we have 5 Christian and 5 Muslim. So though they have, you know, a co-chairman too at that level. When there's religious problem at the local level, it will not come to the state level. Or it will be settled within that region, that local government area. Yes, a lot of things we are doing. About a month or two, we had a Muslim Economic Summit at Unilag. I was there. I presented the paper. So, about economic and resources, the enhancement or achievement thereabout. So, I presented the paper at that summit, and a lot of people, a lot of you know, scholars too came for that Muslim Economic Summit. So, what we are doing is that to make sure we bring more light to the religion. What we are doing is to harmonize and, you know, and let people and let the religious people understand government policy. Because by the time when government state a policy, you know, in executing that policy, if they don't understand the policy, you know, there is going to be a problem. Like tax reform. Initially, our people don't understand what is tax reform. They were thinking that government is targeting the vulnerable people. So, they are not even anybody that is having less than 800,000 in his account. Is not within the net of target. So if that, because we have to sensitize our people, we have to let them know government policy. That is major thing that we are doing. Okay, and the taxman is saying, always saying that if you are having 800,000 or below in your account, you will not be tagged with any. They won't charge you kobo. If they charge you, it's just a charge on electronic transfer, or maybe your SMS alert or stamp duty. And stamp duty, if you want to win bank on stamp duty, any transaction you are making, just present a paper to show that this is what I want to use with the money, and you put your stamp. Buy your stamp at the GPO. They won't charge you. Give it to the bank, and when you are giving them instruction to transfer your money, and they attach the document, they won't charge you kobo because you've already bought stamp duty. Wow. So, but a lot of people doesn't understand it, and the man says about 70% of Nigerians are having below 800,000 in their accounts. They are not even the target. Government is targeting the people that are rich, people that has money, people that are trying to one way or the other waive tax. By the time they are doing tax return, they will be faced, they will charge, they will pay money, and that money will be used for development, building school, reviving our electricity, because they have to revive. If they don't revive it, we are in problem. 3, hospitals, infrastructural facility like roads and several other things, you know, that is expected from the government.
The Sunday Show on NTA Channel 10.
Now that was Alhaji Abdullahi Jebe, Senior Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Religious Affairs, of course, Islamic, speaking to the Sunday Show crew. Now, the Ultramodern Garage at Oyingbo, was commissioned by the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, and then it was remodeled, and it was named after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR. So let's find out what happened and the excitement that followed. Well, of course, you know that garage is actually very important for those of you who pass. Oh no, for those who live on mainland. All right, so let's find out what happened at Oyigbo.
Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, under the able leadership of Alhaji Mustapha Adekunle, popularly known as Sego, had a grand ceremony to commission the new ultra-modern garage situated at Oyigbo, Lagos mainland. The garage was named and dedicated to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which features a CCTV camera, which is a first of its kind. Representing the Lagos State Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, Honorable Ayinde Giwa had this to say.
This motor park stands as another milestone in our journey toward a smarter, more organized Lagos. Delivered through the NURT, it reflects the success of our collaborative approach, where government provides structure, policy direction, and oversight, while stakeholders invest in infrastructure that improves mobility and livelihoods.
The Chief of Staff to the Governor of Lagos State, Honorable Tayo Ayinde, was also on ground. Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, commended the great initiative and thanked the members of NURTW.
And what has been said here by most of the people on this table was also mentioned last year. And there's need for all of it to come together. It is very important. Collectively, we can move forward. But when there is a division between us, the load of that division will slow us down.
The Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Osholale Aremu Akiolu, was also ably represented, while the chairman of Lagos Mainland Local Government, Honorable Jubril Emilagba, had this to say.
We cannot come here commissioning this project without supporting them. This morning, we have installed some solar light outside the park.
Checks were also presented to the families of the deceased members of the union.
5 million naira to the family of Adewi, an addition of 2.5 million from Seyi Tinubu, making total sum of 7.5 million to the family of
While speaking to our correspondents, people had this to say.
What we are doing here today is the commissioning of our ultra-modern park, which was named after our president, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Today is one of its kind that we can never forget in the history of National Union. You know, our state chairman is a man that he promised and he will deliver.
But Sego have done a great thing to widow that belongs to late the chairman of National Union of Road Transport Workers. So he blessed us with 5 million.
He has really done something that have never been happening in union. As a National Union of Road Transport Workers, we have never experienced this. This is the 18th year that we lost our father, and we have never been given this privilege. He has seen himself as a voice to the voiceless.
The Sunday Show on NTA Channel 10.
Well, that was the crew led by Alhaji Mustapha Adekunle at the ultra-modern garage at Oyigbo at the commissioning. Well, this is still the Sunday Show on NTA Channel 10, Lagos Station for Excellence. Where else would you rather be? We'll take a break now, and then when we come back, I'll introduce my guest. Don't go away.
Reliable, long-lasting and accurate weighing solutions in Nigeria. Weighbridge and Skills Services Limited is your trusted partner in consultancy, maintenance, fabrication and installation of digital weighbridges across Nigeria. Introducing the Nigerian Magic Weighbridge, proudly fabricated right here in Lagos, rugged, durable and built to withstand the harsh conditions of Nigeria and Africa, while maintaining international standards. With 1-year warranty, expert support, and unmatched reliability, we deliver exactly what your operations need, whether for logistics, agriculture, manufacturing, or transport. Call us today on 0803-933-9842 or 0802-940-6275 or email oyelesitola@gmail.com. Weybridge and Skills Services Limited. Precision you can trust.
Hi everyone, this is Ida Emmanuel Chibike, and we are right here in Great John Bosco Nigerian Limited. It's located in 48 Tedusho Road, right here in Suliri, Lagos. Are you an interior designer, an architect, a builder, and you actually looking for a place to get your furnitures and also quality fabrics like curtains for your homes? Great John Bosco is actually one of the best places to get that. We are situated here in Lagos, Nigeria, right here in Tedusho, and we have branches in Abuja and also on the island, that's Lekki Phase 1. We have from the ranges of Turkish fabrics, American fabrics, Italian fabrics, and what have you. We have them in different categories and in different collections. You can also check us online. We are active online on our social media handles. Our Instagram handle is actually Great John Bosco, and also on Facebook at Great John Bosco. This is Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited, your one-stop shop for all interior needs. Don't hesitate to come by our store here in Tedusho, which is the main head office, to see quality designs and fabrics for your need.
Hey!
Hi!
What makes Checkers Custard unique to you?
Come with me, I'll show you. For me, Checkers Custard is the heart of our home. Creamy, smooth, and ready in minutes. The easiest way to bring my family together.
For me, it's the great taste. Made from the finest ingredients, Checkers Custard is amazing, velvety, and simply top quality.
Yes! Checkers Custard is so smooth and nutritious. And look, I even added my favorite fruits.
Checkers Custard, it's my lifesaver. Quick, convenient, and always tasty. Perfect for my busy mornings.
One custard, so many reasons to love it.
Checkers. Now that's custard.
Welcome back. It's time to talk religion. Of course, these are religious times, isn't it? A time that calls our attention to the essence of our spiritual development. And my guest today is Alhaji Imam Shefiu Abdul Karim Majimu. He is the founder of the Strength in Diversity Development Center. And then we'll be talking about interfaith misconceptions. All right. And then to look at how the different faiths that are fasting, how they can make use of it for the development of fellow human beings and in our society. Imam, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You know, anytime we talk, it's always interesting, it's always exciting. And I wish people actually take to heart what you say. Exactly. That's what my problem is. You know. So let's look at diversity as it were, knowing fully well that I believe almost all religions actually profess fasting. Exactly. You know, so let's look at diversity as it were in religious affairs, especially as it affects fasting.
Yeah, thank you very much for the privilege given to me to be part of the Sunday show today, and in the month of Ramadan that the Muslims across the world are fasting, and also the Lenten period where the Christians are also fasting. Yeah, look at diversity, and we know that one thing I do tell people that is very, very sacrosanct is that the whole essence of the world is about diversity. Mm-hmm. And that is why the world is interesting. Mm-hmm. In a community, in an environment, in a nation where people just do only one thing, mm-hmm. same road, same line, mm-hmm. there will be what we call stagnation, and there will be problems.
And boredom.
Boredom. Yes. So you don't eat one food and you continue eating that food, you'll be tired of eating that food. And that is exactly the example of the world. whereby God himself, out of his supremacy, out of his majesty, created the world to address the issue of diversity. And if you look at the world itself, we have different colors. We have languages, millions of languages across the world. So we have more than 250 different types of religion across the world. And I keep asking questions, who made those people to believe in what they believe in?
All right.
So it's the same God.
Exactly.
And diversity also speaks that there is one God. But the way, manner, and approach to which we are connected to that God is different, and that is what they call diversity. And it must, respecting diversity will bring definitely peace, because humans are created to do things their own way. Twins that were born on the same day, they don't think the same way, they don't think alike. They are different people. Even within our own chemistry, there are different organs, and these different organs, it's not just one organ. It's just different organs, and they work as coordination. They coordinate one another. So a kidney cannot do the job of
lungs or something. Okay.
So, and that is the example of the world, and that is why the world will have peace. So looking at diversity itself, like I say, when you want to fly, when you want to board a plane, you will not ask which religion
the pilot.
The pilot. So you will not. And something happened. I was just very simple. We were on board flying.
Okay.
And the plane doesn't have some turbulence and everything. So everybody started, I just got that people were just calling, everybody was calling God, 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 God. So at that point, we united, we came to one focus, and that is one religion. So there's one religion, one God, many religions.
Yeah.
And that is the meaning of diversity. The word is diversity, it's about diversity, the ecosystem, everything is different, and that is why the world is interesting. And we must come in terms with that, otherwise we will not have peace.
Good, good. Because, you know, even in what we call religions that have multiple gods,
Exactly.
all right, they still have one God that they look up to as being supreme,
yeah.
over this other, smaller gods, isn't it?
Yes.
In other words, there is a supreme God that cuts across every other religion.
Exactly.
Good. Now you've defined diversity for us, which is very interesting. Now let's come back home. This is our country. Now situate that diversity in religion, our religions, within our environment, and what people should do. Because your center is strengthening diversity. This is a core of what your center is doing to bring religious harmony, isn't it? So can we take up that?
Yeah, one thing that is clear is that bringing diversity into our daily lives, and especially in our own context in Nigeria, and how people, relate with one another. Diversity is about relationship building. It's about respect. It's about tolerance. It's about acceptance. Now you have integrated out, from tolerance at the level you can tolerate, but you accept others for who they have, for what they prefer, the religion they prefer, and the way they want to live their life. You have the liberty to live your life the way you want, and other people also have liberty to live their life the way they want.
So where your right stops is where another man's right begins.
Even, let me say, it is a continuum, because you cannot put end to anyone's right, in as much that person continues to exist. And you can see people, they pot also. That's potting in religion.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's potting in religion.
So
yes.
meaning that you can move from one religion to the other.
To another.
In a particular time in your life, you decide that, okay, what I'm doing doesn't make sense to you, and you want to take another, you are allowed. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and that is the most interesting part of it. And that's what we call freedom. Freedom of religion. Across the world today, what the entire world is saying, and which Nigeria, that is why, because the people that feel that, okay, religious freedom must be allowed to be. People should be allowed to practice their faith. And in Nigeria, we've been designated under the country of particular concern because they feel that our religious freedom, record is not something that's encouraging globally. And because they feel that the minorities are dying, people are killing, oppression everywhere, and so on and so forth. So, and where you have majority, there is a tendency that the majority oppress the minority, people, religious people. And this is part of what is happening today that we need to take care of. We need to allow people to profess and to practice their religion without any fear of molestation, harassment, or victimization. We must ensure that, because that is when we have peace. I remember when we were growing up, I grew up under Jigule.
Okay.
So, and I knew how, you know, in the compound where we have, you know, Christians, our compound is, our landlord then was a Christian.
Okay.
My father was an imam.
Okay.
And we live in face me and slap you, you know, houses.
Okay.
And a lot of issues, and but those issues translate to peace.
Okay.
We will fight, but we would
make peace.
Reconcile, we make peace. And that is, I think, is a good background example of diversity of life. And I do tell people, in Nigeria has a representation of virtually
everybody,
the entire
every tribe,
you know, tribes in Nigeria, even in West Africa.
Even in West Africa, I agree.
You find it in
Togolese, Benin, Ghanaian, Ivorians, they're all there.
Religion, and I knew about Nkanka in Nigeria.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So everybody talking about Nkanka is a strange religion. I say, we live with them.
Yeah, they're there.
With their worshippers, with their shrine.
Yeah.
We'll pass through the shrine to the mosque.
You see?
And in fact, then I believe that our devotion is more stronger than what we are having today.
Yes, because you are in the midst of other religions. Therefore, you understand why you are a Muslim
why
or you are a Christian or whatever.
And it gives a little, and that's why anywhere I go, I fit into this street system. And anytime I talk with confidence, because I have a childhood experience. During Christmas, when Christmas is coming, the Muslim children, we are anxious. We are going to eat food. They will ask me, Imam, they call me Afar then from the childhood. And all the Christians in my community, in the neighborhood, come and slaughter the. Look at respect.
Yes, okay.
They want the Muslim to eat from the food. And they know that if perchance if they slaughter their own way, they may not eat.
Okay.
You can see they can eat their food alone without calling us to eat.
So calling you to slaughter it to be part of it.
Where do we find that today? We are not seeing that today. During the Salah period, you will see the momentum. Our Christian neighbors, they celebrate it even more than us. They take all the meats, all the lamb. They share it because you have to give them, because they are anxious to eat that you can see how diversity has brought love into our differences.
Good.
Bridging the gap drastically. But today we are finding something different. That is where
talking about bridging the gap now. The last time you and I spoke here, we also spoke about this diversity, but we zeroed in on intolerance.
Exactly.
So why do we have intolerance now that we should have probably have understood much more? I mean, there's the social media interactions. We should know more now than when you were growing up.
Exactly.
So what do we have intolerance?
Yeah, sometimes exposure and the social space has actually, shrink that, widen that gap.
Okay.
Why? Because we have come to learn from other people that are not part of us. You see, even Islam recognizes your cultural values and came as a religion to help you, modify, not to kill it. Okay. It's to brand it for you and, these are the things that are not okay. Can you just take what is okay and put them together? So today we are learning more of other culture, not even religion. There are certain things that people brought into Islam, and they say it's part of Islam. Without knowledge, you will not know that it's not part of Islam. They are selling their own ideals and their values and to you. Even though in the Western world, there are a lot of, ideologies and ideas that were imported through religion and sell it to us because they know religion is like the opium of the people. We want to. So these are the things we are learning. We are not learning what religion came only to assist us to live a better life. So where did you get it wrong that we are now living a difficult life? Second thing.
All right, where did we get it wrong that we're now living a difficult life? That's where we will start when we come back. Let's just take a break now. I know you are enjoying Imam Mojemu. I mean, we've been talking about this, and then please, at home, think about what he's saying so that you'll be discussing it amongst yourselves. We'll be right back, don't go away.
Do you need hotel service that runs hospitality business as real business? Then look no further, because Suru Express Hotels is readily available to meet your hotel accommodation needs in a cozy and serene atmosphere. Courtesy and care greet your arrival at our front desk while you're checking out our various rooms, suites, deluxe, standard and express gold, all fitted for purpose you desire. Healthy nutrition is also a top priority at our tastefully organized restaurants in Suru Express Hotels. With our ultra-modern gymnasium, maintaining your fitness is guaranteed in a conducive atmosphere. To unwind and reduce stress, our world-class standard swimming pool and game centers are always available. We are strategically located in Surulere, Ikeja GRA, Ikorodu, to provide unparalleled hospitality and free parking and top-notch security. A choice of any Suru Express hotel is a choice made with wisdom.
Ha! My children, they ask for pap, and I just buy the corn.
See pap, how be this one? No? Make I show una. This na Checkers pap.
They make Checkers custard pap flavor from corn, milk, and sugar. Make it just add hot boiling water, turn am, and it don't break.
Thank you, mommy.
Checkers is my new joy. Oh, gigidi.
Akamu kangbe. Ofo correct.
Checkers custard pap flavor, 3-in-1. Tasty pap, easy pap.
In Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song.
It is a period of reflection, fasting, and spiritual preparation.
Because God has given His grace, now think that grace is sufficient for continuing in sin.
A time to renew our spirits, to grow in faith and find strength anew.
This enables us to re-examine our lives in order to be closer to the plan and purpose of God for us.
Lenten Talk is a 5-minute daily spiritual walk with God. We call on churches, individuals to come take advantage of this period, starting from Wednesday, the 14th February 2024, every day on NTA Lagos Channel 10 Tejo Show. For inquiries, please call
This gift of love and righteousness, scorned by the ones He came to save, till on that cross as Jesus died, the wrath of...
Together, we will walk this path of grace. Join us. Jesus is Lord.
On Him was laid the Sunday Show on NTA.
Now, welcome back. My guest has been Imam Abdul Karim Majimu. He's a founder of Strength and Diversity Center, and today we are looking at misconceptions, on interfaith harmony. And then before we went on break, he was telling us why there is intolerance. All right.
Yeah, I mentioned about the fact that some people are using your religion. They are importing their own ideals to other people, imposing a true religion because they know people like religion.
Okay.
Second.
So religion is just a vehicle.
It's just a vehicle that in everything you see today, that they put the face of religion on. Religion is just a vehicle. It's not the passenger, it's not the driver. The driver and the drivers of those conflicts you are seeing, those intolerance we're talking about, they are virtually about people trying to import their own ideas, and they now package it as religious ideas. Because if
to sell it fast.
To sell it fast. If it is true, why is it that most Muslims are also resisting,
killed,
and they're also killed in
yeah.
this whole thing?
Yeah.
and are also like rejected.
Uh-huh.
Because we
They're
have-
also rejected.
Yes, there are some people, they will say, oh, because you are not doing what we are doing, the way we are doing our own Islam, you are not doing.
And they
Then
kill the person.
They kill the person, and they say, no, you are not a Muslim, you go to hell. So it's not about fighting the Christians alone or being intolerant to the Christians.
Exactly.
It's also being intolerant to fellow Muslims. It's like that. Then the second aspect is the struggle for power. Some people, they want to control the world. They want to control a particular, country, and so they use religion also as a vehicle to impose their power or amass power or take over an existing power, and it's about power struggle. So this also contributes to the intolerance, to the issue of intolerance that we have today, and we are seeing within religion and at the interfaith level. The third one is, I call it the conflict entrepreneurs.
Conflict entrepreneurs.
Those that make money
From religion.
from
Or
religion,
from religious ideas.
ideas and conflicts.
And conflicts.
Using that as an avenue to sell arms. Proliferation of arms everywhere.
Yeah.
Any
Arms,
drugs, they want to sell it, because when you are not in your right sense, you can do and undo.
And you can't question what they're doing.
Exactly. So these are the problems we are facing today. So it's not religion. I've not seen anyone say, okay, we are fighting because of mosque or church.
I haven't seen.
It's been very long that we have that. When we don't even know what we are doing, that's when we are, oh, they've come down, we don't want to do it. But later you find the church, go to the north, we have a lot of churches in the north. So we are not
And
fighting.
you have mosques everywhere.
We are everywhere. So we are not fighting for that. So where in particular are we fighting for God?
Exactly.
And which
So
God?
where now? Where?
And
Where?
which God? are
And
we
which
fighting
God?
for? Which God are you fighting?
Uh-huh.
And we have one of the acclaimed scholars said any crime committed in the name of religion is actually a crime against that religion.
Oh.
Any crime, I repeat it, committed in the name of religion is actually a crime against that particular religion. Because research has shown that of all the religions in the world, there is no religion that has given you the authority to take life.
None.
None. Even when people are like, oh, Islam, they say you can't do jihad. What are you talking about jihad? What do you mean by it? Go and read about jihad. Jihad is about allowing
Conversion.
me.
About conversion, right?
Not even conversion. Because in Islam,
Yes.
there is no any force for
conversion.
Of conversion. You don't force me to convert. Your conversion comes by the
Conviction,
will,
right?
by the conviction of the person, which is normal. in every
Which is
religion.
normal in every.
A Christian, a Muslim can go to Christianity.
Mhm.
If he or she is convinced that Christianity is the best for him or her. A Christian can become a Muslim. A Muslim can go to become a pagan. If it is that there is conviction.
So that's the interfaith harmony you're
That's what we're
talking
talking about. So it should be a genuine conviction, not by coercion or by harassment or by confinement or by deprivation or by any sort of any illicit or bad things, happening to people or threat to life and property. Do you get what I'm saying? There is no way God will not even accept that from you, because you are telling him that he's a foolish God.
That he is a foolish God, right? Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. To say you follow this path,
Mhm.
you follow this path, you follow this path. He knows what he has. He said, "Walau amana ahlul kitab, lakana khayran." Even the people that we are giving books, God said, they have their part.
Okay.
They know what they're doing. We are giving them books, and it's a recognized book. So, and they have the religion to practice. I didn't cancel the religion. I would have canceled those religions and allowed just one religion to exist. But for me to allow all these religions is for me to help you appreciate what you do, your own religion.
Okay.
When I went to, I traveled to Nepal.
Okay.
On interfaith,
Dialogue.
Dialogue. And I saw a lot of shrines, like the Hindu temples.
Hindu temples and Buddhist shrines.
Buddhist shrines and everywhere. And we were there, they were telling us how they worship. We sat down with them to learn from them. Learning does not bring about conversion.
No.
No. Learning is for you to understand what they are doing and the reason why they are doing what they're doing. And
So
to
that you can know them better, isn't it?
And to appreciate whatever you are also doing. That is all. So the issue of proselytization or conversion is not about, it's personal conviction. That is why I said the conflict entrepreneurs tap on this to market their product across. And the other one is that they lost for leadership.
Okay.
Not control is, if sometimes you want to take control of a body, you may not want to be a leader, but leadership is also, oh, we want to lead. We want our group to lead a country. So they bring into political issues. They bring to our economic life, our political life. They dabble into it, hit it because they want to. So when they now get there, they bring all their own people alone
there
to govern others.
And exclude the
and
others.
exclude others. So there is no way you will do that, you will practice that kind of system, that you have peace. And that is why we are not having peace across the world, not only Nigeria alone. That is why intolerance is everywhere. And today we are even saying that there is a level you can tolerate. So let's accept, let's look at acceptance. That let's accept people the way they are. And that's what they call humanity. Even among your children, they don't behave the same way. They don't think the same way. So you need to accept them the way you are, because you don't have solution to that. You can only pray. So if God wants to answer, you pray. If He doesn't want to answer, there's nothing you can do. That is a way of life. That is a pattern that they have taken. And we need to understand this.
All right, we're gradually putting the program to bed. Just have 2 or 3 minutes to go now. Now, you have to talk to the viewers direct, because we can't run from our society.
Exactly.
And interfaith harmony is the only way to human and material development.
Yes.
So now talk to the viewers direct and tell them how to maximize this period and bring interfaith harmony, and not all these misconceptions here and there. And there's something, if you've said, and I hope our viewers were listening, you called it conflict entrepreneurs. People who benefit from conflicts. But then they use religion as a mirror, whether it's Islam or Christianity. They use it because that is an easy way for them. So, can you talk to them? I just have about a minute to go.
Yeah, diversity helps to discover a lot of potentials. It helps our development. It helps us even in spiritual development and also political, economic development. The reason why God made it that way, so that irrespective of where you belong, I need to see you and say, oh, this man has a very particular talent. It's a gift from God. I will not say because of religion. I will not allow the person to come. You that owns a company, you want the best hands. So you cannot bring religion into it. You must bring merit and excellence into it. And that's why we can develop, and that's how we give our organization Strength in Diversity Development Center. Because when I traveled to the US, I saw how the US, how they developed rapidly without looking. You go anywhere. As a Muslim, you can go to the church.
Anywhere.
Because
I
have prayed. I visited a friend, a colleague in New York, a Christian colleague. And I told her, it's time for our prayers. I said, no, you were so do you want to go to the mosque? I said, I have checked the map. There's no mosque around. So she was to the store. I said, okay, I can pray in your office.
Yes, you go pray in the office.
You mean you can pray in my office? I said, yes. I said, wow. I said, where's the convenience? She showed me I performed ablution. Okay. And I just took a part and I prayed. She was so honored.
See?
And that is where I'm going. You see, that is my own Islam. Maybe my own idea of Islam.
Yes.
Islam is anywhere you are.
You practice.
You practice. You get what I'm saying? I've slept in the house of a Christian.
Yes.
So that is how it should be. And that is why if you now, express yourself that way, maybe people can say, okay, what kind of religion you practice?
Exactly. And they can then adopt your religion.
Without you talking about
I think this is where we actually end the program today. It's been so exciting and enlightening talking to Imam Abdul Karim Majemu. He is a founder of Strength in Diversity Center. And today we've looked at interfaith harmony and all the misconceptions that becloud our benefiting from religion. And then this fasting period, how can you benefit other than living in harmony with those around you? And that's what the Imam has been talking about. And then I do hope we've imbibed the ideals, and that's why he's a happy Muslim. You can be a happy Christian if you understand the things, you know, he has said. So, Imam, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu
Alaikum salam.
Thank you so much. Now, that's our program today, and if you have enjoyed us, we'll be back again on Sunday for another edition of the Sunday Show. And then we thank those who have made it possible for us to be heard and seen, those behind the scene now, all the engineers, those in the control room, console, the cameramen, everybody, the producers. They've been wonderful, and we thank them. And then for you, the viewers, whatever device you're using to watch, we thank you so much, and we thank you as a community. And then we hope that we have made your Sunday worthwhile. Let's do this again on Sunday. Until then, I'm Chris Akwarando. Please practice religion the way it should be practiced. All right? So bye for now.
It is all I know to do.